Hi, so today I am trying out my die cutting machine for the very first time, and I thought I would share with you because it would be funny if I mess up, and if I don't, well, that's awesome success for me. It will be a first. Okay, so they do suggest a particular order, sandwiching plates. So, cutting thin metal dies. They've got it as, oh, right, first of all, what comes in the pack is the machine, obviously, and the little thing that gets the dies out, this, is hidden in the handle. It doesn't tell you that in the pack, but that's where it is, just in case you are getting one. And also it comes with all the plates, and it comes with these cute dies here and an embossing folder. So I also have these ones, but they didn't come with the machine. They're not this brand, but it would be cool to see how whether they work as well as the ones that came with. Okay, and you get a rubber mat, you get a plastic shim, a metal shim. I don't know what a shim is, but this is what you get. A magnetic mat, and then 2 of these clear cutting plates. And so the suggestion is, if I just move that for 1 second, it's very heavy actually. The suggestion is that you put the clear plate down first, and then the plastic shim. So we'll get that. So then the plastic shim, then the magnetic mat, over like that, then the die blade side up, so like this. Oh, because then it sticks to the magnetic thing. I don't know whether it's wise to do all of them, but I don't really want to waste paper by just doing one at a time, so let's see how it turns out. So they're all with the material, and then so I'm going to go for this one, which is one I got from Under the Rowan Trees. It was in one of their boxes. I really love that paper. It's fantastic. Okay, so it suggests just putting this next cutting board on top, and then it says like if you've got either very intricate dies or if you've got a thicker material, that you put the metal shim, the metal plate over this one, because that weighs it heavier, so I guess. So that's all sandwiched in like that, and then we turn on the machine. I'm going to move this so that I can move that forward. And then I'm guessing that you press the run button. Keep the plate stacked straight, guide into the machine with a steady forward motion. Ooh, this could be where I... Okay, let's see how that turned out then. Whoop. Okay, well, I can see already that it's cut it. Oh, and it's cut a pretty pattern onto the cutting board. Yeah, and we have a little... You've got it in the paper there, and yeah, it comes out just beautifully. I really like that. And I mean, if you spent a little more time, I suppose you could work out the exact pattern or whatever that you're getting. A beautiful butterfly. Right, I will extract those little pieces in a minute. I want to see how it manages with the bits that weren't, the dies that didn't come with the machine. Because with these ones, it's worked brilliantly. How much were these ones? And it suggests that you switch your cutting boards around so that they don't get too warped or whatever. So I don't know whether to do that just yet, or I'll leave it for now. And I'll just put it the other way, the other side up. Huh? These ones. Okay, so these were $6.59 on Amazon. You can find some really cheapy sort of ones as well, sort of £1 or £2.
Oh, free delivery.
Apparently not with free delivery. Okay, so let's go for these ones. I'm going to try it with a bit of a thicker card now. Okay, so it does make me jump when it sort of like clicks together. Right, let's see how that turned out then. Fabulous. So even with the thicker card, it turns out really nicely. Oh, look at that. Like it's got like the embossed sort of like stitching kind of look to it. think that's one of the things that I really love about the die cuts, is just the little kind of embossed patterns you can get on them. So that's with that, with the thicker cardy sort of paper. And it worked fine with just regular. You don't have to get on brand kind of die cuts, which is good to know because I'm not even sure that they do any. Right, okay, I really want to try the embossing folder now. Okay, so what does it say about this? Embossing. Deep cut embossing with metal dies. Oh, okay, you can just emboss the metal dies as well if you stack it so that you've got a rubber mat. Above, then apparently that's meant to, and you don't put the magnetic board in either. But it's got all of the suggestions of which way to stack them. So I think it's just a bit of experimentation on what works and what doesn't work. So just if you're trying something new, my suggestion would be don't use the paper that you plan to use initially. Use a sort of like bit of scrap to make sure that it works the way that you want it to work. And then go on to do it on your piece that you really want. Because otherwise, then you kind of cut out whether, if it doesn't work, then you've not ruined the bit of paper that you want to use, or the painting, or whatever you're doing it on. Okay, embossing with the folders, you just need the folder and the cutting plates. That's nice and simple, so we can get rid of these. And what am I going to emboss onto? Maybe a plainish bit of paper so we can see how well it turns out, I guess. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice one, although it's like a bit bigger than the actual embossing folder, but that's okay. It's just for experimentation only. Right, which way is this gonna go? That's going to be pressed in. I think that we want to have it that way, really. And okay. And we will press run, same as before. Fantastic! That's so awesome. I don't know whether you can, yeah, there we go. So that's come out really nicely embossed on there. Okay, should we try the embossing with the metal dies? I haven't really got sort of ones that I necessarily want to emboss, but just to try what they're suggesting would be cool. So embossing with dies, so you want the plastic shim again, and let's say we do the butterfly to emboss. Just get these out quicker, especially for the little bits. There we go. Okay. Pop that away because otherwise I'll lose it. Okay, material to be embossed. Okay, so I'm going to go with this one. Rubber mat. Doesn't matter which way. I hope it doesn't ruin the mat, that's what I'm imagining. But they're experts and I am not. Okay. So get that ready and we're running. Okay. Oh, and it doesn't. But it does emboss onto the paper. It's cut in a little tiny bit. You see? So maybe it would be better without this. I might try it without and see. See, experiment, experiment, experiment. This is where I'm going to end up ruining my rubber mat, isn't it? Oh. I don't think that did anything actually. Didn't think it was big enough. No. Okay, that's why you need the plastic underneath then. Because it's not thick enough to hit the wheels going through. Okay, well, something learned anyway. But yeah, it does emboss it. It cuts into it a tiny, tiny bit. So I imagine if I had used thinner paper, it just would have cut it like a die. So I think I would stick to the embossing folders rather than use the dies for embossing. But anyway, it works fantastically and I can't wait to get more dies to try out. And yeah, thank you. It was an absolutely wonderful gift. And yeah, I mean, I haven't got any other machines to go off of, so I can't tell you whether it's better than a certain brand or not. I just know that this brand works. And I'm happy with it. I like the little book that comes with it that suggests different ways of ordering your plates so that you get different effects. And yeah, I mean, I'm really happy. And I think that I'm going to be using it a lot. It's nice and simple to use. And if I've managed to do it without messing it up first time, then I think that anyone can, really. Right, okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.